internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world.
RP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over SWIFT one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our script. Let's get right into today's video. I guarantee you, if you do not enjoy this video, I want you to please unsubscribe and leave a dislike and leave a negative comment. But I can assure you that you are going to enjoy every single second of this, because the information we're going to go over today and add everything up, you are going to be mind blown. Please share the video and let's get right into it. I don't know where to begin. Yesterday we talked about this round table meeting, square table, triangle, whatever you want to call it. Ripple was there, Nellie Lang was there, Stellar was there. Today, Subjective Views has come out with a more in-depth and some names of other individuals that are on this list. And you are going to see exactly how the roots have been planted for a very long time, and how, listen, this whole Ripple XRP since inception being a part of this revolution and this change is 100% fact. If you think it's conspiracy, you could honestly just stop watching the video here, because I mean, it's whatever I'm going to talk about right now is conspiracy, right? But at the end of the day, this is pretty much me every single day when people don't see the bigger picture. But that's okay. They'll see it when we hit double digits, triple digits. But what you're about to hear right now, you're going to go, wow. You're going to listen to Martin J. Goonberg, chairman at the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation at the FDIC. And this video is from 2022. And then you're going to listen to Nellie Lang, okay, sitting just right by Lauren Belleville from Ripple. And also Timothy Massaud. Timothy Massaud and Nellie, I mean, they've been working together for a very long time. But they also put this out, The Future of Money and Payments with the Honorable Nellie Lang, under the Secretary of Treasury for Domestic Finance. And here we have, look at that, both of them, Massaud and Lang together. This is 2022. And here we have 2024, accelerating everything. But now, I don't think you're ready for this. This has always been the plan. And Ripple's coming out with their stablecoin was not a coincidence. All the OG individuals, you guys know, I said they have a timeline, they have an agenda, and that's what they're going to follow. And that's exactly what they're doing. And this was the biggest slip up that Nellie Lang did, because Ripple is the only non-bank payment provider right now that just issued a stablecoin.
Finally, there may be benefits associated with a payment stablecoin, especially to the extent that it fosters an inclusive real-time payment system. There may be benefits associated with a payment stablecoin.
Stablecoins are usually based only to trade crypto, not yet used for payments, although there is a non-bank payment provider that is now issuing a stablecoin to try to use for merchants. There is a non-bank payment provider that is now issuing a stablecoin to try to use for merchants.
There may be benefits associated with a payment stablecoin, especially to the extent that it fosters an inclusive real-time payment system. However, as I indicated, there are important risks and policy concerns that will need to be taken into consideration before a payment stablecoin system is developed. And to the extent that a payment stablecoin system is developed, it should be designed in a manner that complements the Federal Reserve's FedNow system and the potential future development of a U.S. central bank digital currency.
And did you hear what Martin J. Goonberg said? Come on, folks. Go ahead and smash that like button. It's going to get better. I'm going to play another video clip by Martin and listen to what he says here. But let's just talk about some of the individuals that are at this square table meeting. We have Yahya Jada Fanuzi. And here we have right here, sitting down with his pen. But the magnitude of this revolution and how everybody's involved and how everybody is rooting for Ripple and XRP will blow your mind. Because Yahya is a part of the Crypto Council for Innovation. He's the director of policy. And previously, he was at the CIA, folks, for 7 years and 3 months. Come on. Like, I don't think people understand how big Ripple and XRP is going to get. Like, you have an analyst that worked at the CIA for 7 years now joining the Crypto Council for Innovation because they know how big this sector is going to get, and we are at ground zero. And the council that he's a part of added its support for Ripple in the SEC battle. This is back from 2022. They were supporting Ripple in the battle because they know at the end of the day, Ripple and XRP are going to come up at top. And it gets even better because what really separates Ripple and its digital asset XRP is the downtime compared to other systems and how the value moving at the speed of data with potentially zero costs speaks for itself, is their pitch on one of their payment infographics that they sent out. And it does really speak for themselves. And you guys heard Nelly Lang and Martin earlier, the stablecoin. It's always been the end game. And XRP is going to have a major role. It's going to have a major role when this stablecoin is going full throttle, folks. I don't think you guys understand how big this is going to get. And it just keeps getting better and better and better. Raza Sandberg from MasterCard, Regulatory Affairs at MasterCard. Regulation is being placed as we speak. It is being made as we speak, and they're all here. Every regulatory individual that's overseeing it within their reputable company is at this table laying down the groundworks and the rails for the next regulations to be released and implemented. And if we go into Matthew Reed is also sitting over here, as you guys could see. Matthew Reed is a part of the FDIC, where you just heard Martin speak, and you're going to hear him in a moment again. But why this is so important is we have a Ripple executive, okay, that's also a part of the FDIC and currently still is, while she's on board with Ripple as well. Board of directors at Ripple for 3 years and 5 months. And she's also Systemic Resolution Advisory Committee member at the FDIC. Do you see how they're all interlinked together? And are you ready for a mic drop? She is looking over Systemic Resolution Advisory Committee. Do you remember what they said on this panel at Ripple?
Attribute of a healthy liquid market is really resilience. And that is getting at the ability for a market to recover from a significant systemic event. The ability for a market to recover from a significant systemic event.
Liquidity is the foundation for markets. And what can they be planning? Let me know in the comments down below. I know it sounds crazy, but all the roots have been planted. They're all in this together, and they have been working on this for a very long time. And the famous comment by Garlinghouse, do you guys remember this?
Frankly, I don't mind sharing. There are 15 senior JP Morgan people at Ripple's offices this afternoon. Now, unless JP Morgan's going to fire them.
Does JP Diamond know that?
Apparently not. Anyway, so look.
That is the same year where Sandy O'Connor left JP Morgan. And a couple months later, came over to Ripple. And this is just one of many JP Morgan executives that came on board to Ripple. Just think about it. We're going to wrap up the video now, but I'm going to play Martin one more time. But just think about how you have the top gun at JP Morgan, Chief Regulatory Affairs Officer, going over to Ripple. It's happening right now. And with Tether, I don't want to scare anybody, but the markets will take a significant dive if Tether gets popped. But just know that it will go up again. Everything will go up. Remember, Ripple has individuals at the FDIC already implanted. Closed door meetings we're not going to hear about. We're talking about systemic resolutions and systemic issues within the industry. Wow. Just think about what we just discussed in today's episode. This is some big stuff. Some of you guys are just not designed to understand it, and I apologize if that comes off the wrong way. But I'm 100% being transparent and honest with you guys. If you don't understand what I've just presented to you and the bigger picture of what is being implemented and what is being designed and how they are all in this together, and we have been saying this for a very long time, but with all the developments recently, it just pretty much quality checks our, videos that we were making in the past. And don't let the price of XRP distract you whatsoever, because no assets in this crypto sector has seen any sort of utility. Where is the demand coming from for XRP? We have speculators and retail investors like us. Banks are not here yet. Everybody is buying Bitcoin because they think it's the right thing to do, because the media is telling them it's the right thing to do. But no bank has actually utilized a crypto asset at full throttle using their full capabilities. They're not using Bitcoin for payments. They're just hoarding Bitcoin, right? There is no asset right now being used across various jurisdictions providing a real use case. Let that sink in for a moment. On a mass scale, I'm talking a full scale rollout. And that is a fact. That is a fact. I shouldn't see any comments saying, oh, well, they're using this. No, they're not. We don't even have regulation in place across all jurisdictions. Nothing is being used yet at the capabilities that they want it to be used for. So with that being said, we'll wrap it up by Martin J. Grunberg. Again, pretty much puts out all the characteristics of Ripple and XRP. But again, just know they're all going to be working together.
Payment stablecoins would be safer if they were transacted on permissioned ledger systems with a robust governance and compliance mechanism. The ability to know all the parties, including nodes and validators, that are engaging in payment stablecoin activities is critical.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.